Hopefully you can hear me over the wind noise. It is very windy here today. And in fact, I'm only a few miles from where the Wright brothers took their first flight for that same reason. Anyway, if you're out on the Outer Banks, this is one of the must-see items. Check this out over here. We'll pan around, look at the area. But what we're here today to see is right there. That is the Bodie Island Lighthouse. It's just a little further north from the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. And this is definitely an awesome thing to come see. Let's take a walk down there and we'll get a close look at it. Alright, to keep the video from being too long, I'll fast forward this a little bit. Now what you're looking at here is the third lighthouse that has been built in this general area that serves the Bodie Island area. The first one was built in the early 1800s and had a brick foundation that started to lean really bad within like 2 years of it being completed. So that had to be redone. The second one was demolished in 1861 due to the Civil War going on at the time. The Confederates blew it up so the Union could not use it. And then the third one, which was in a slightly different location, is what you see here. And if you ever look at the pictures of Cape Hatteras just down the road, you'll see the stripes are different. And they make them this way so you can actually tell which lighthouse you're looking at from the water when you're trying to navigate by them. So yeah, this is Bodie Island. Very nicely done. You can take tours up to the top if you like as well. And that's well worth seeing if you have not been up there. This lighthouse was completed October 1st, 1872. That's when its light was turned on. And just shortly after that, the caretaker's quarters were completed. And you can see that just to the right there. It is now a park ranger's office. Now we had somebody living on site here until about 1932, and that's when the lighthouse was actually electrified, and at that point it phased out the need for having somebody stay here all the time on site. Let's take a quick walk around it. Now the caretaker's house has undergone 2 restorations. The most recent one was in 1992. But the lighthouse itself, it was restored last in 2013. They did a great job. It looks great. And it still has its historic appearance. Here is the view from the parking lot. It's got plenty of parking for the most part. Doesn't cost anything to park. It doesn't cost anything to come out and see the lighthouse if you just want to look at it from the outside. If you want to tour the inside, you do have to pay to go up, and you have to buy those tickets online. The park itself's open 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. On most days. And just call to confirm that before you come out. One other side note before I close the video. If you happen to be going to the beach while you're out here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, there is one right across the main road from the exit that comes to the lighthouse here. So if you want to do both in one little area, you can. As soon as you leave the lighthouse, instead of getting on the main road, just cross it, and there's a beach on the other side. If you're coming to see Cape Hatteras, make sure you stop and see this one as well. It's not quite as well known as Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, but it is equally important. It still shines brightly at night over the water. So if you get a chance to come out and look at it, you'll be glad you did. With that, I'll close the video.